All right, now we're good to go. Spooky time, activate. Can I get a cat punchy? I don't think I have a I don't think I have a spooky emote, so we can get a cat punch you in chat. Yeah, old like me. You know, I know a lot of VTubers that are, I'm considerably younger than most VTubers. Because a lot of my VTuber friends are fairly old. You know, a lot of them late 20s, you know. So I'm kind of the youngin'. I don't tell people my age. I don't tell people. I'm past late 20s, smile. I don't tell people my age. But actually, I was thinking about doing a big old grand age reveal on Twitter during my birthday this year. Because, I don't like keeping things secret. And it really annoys me. And I'm a very paranoid person. So I just like, you know, it's like, it fucks with me. And I'm just so paranoid all the time. So I think I'm gonna say it on Twitter later on this year. I don't want to do it now though. My birthday's literally in like 20 days or 21 days. So I'd literally have to, if I make it now, I'd have to be like, I'm this, add 1 to that, you know? Happy birthday. If I miss you, you'll never miss me. Okay, I stream every day. So there's like a chance you'll catch me before then. Oh my god. Ugh. That was disgusting. I'm sorry. Oh, none. Oh, none. What day is today? So, I think the game we're gonna play for Halloween,
Isolation.
Endoparasitic.
A sensation that
it's a newer
indie
game.
Fashion.
Halloween.
The concept of being left within a void of nothingness.
Halloween.
No one around.
Fuck! Wait, tomorrow's Halloween!
It is.
Oh my god!
However, when this notion's presented and something is intricate.
Oh my god, guys!
Video game.
Tomorrow's Halloween! Wait, no, wait, today is Halloween! Wait! Is today Halloween? Am I stupid? Am I stupid? When is Halloween? No, Halloween's tomorrow. Halloween's on Monday. Halloween's tomorrow. It's almost 3 a.m. for me. Halloween is tomorrow. It's the next day. Okay, I'm not Pepega. Oh my god, I thought it was already Halloween. I was about to panic. I was like, panic.
Been a staple in the realm of video games. The idea of
my city doesn't let you celebrate it on weekdays? What the fuck?
Know that something is wrong.
Bro, do you live in like Salem? Do you live where like the witch trials happen and they like don't let you fucking celebrate Halloween on the week is when the fucking witch comes out? You have to go out on the weekends. It's just a regular city. I assume it's probably to avoid dangers.
It was a venture based upon
I'm currently playing this game. I need to beat this actually.
Accident. Unbeknownst to us back then, what awaited us was
we're stuck on that one boss and I hate it.
It was a one-way ticket for Harry to face an
downtown, yeah.
Demons to fight for the soul.
Can we normalize adults going trick-or-treating? Because as a man with a beard, I want to be able to go door to door and get candy. I want to get candy. Block traffic for trick-or-treating, but they do this thing where people line up along the sidewalks per building. That makes sense.
It was a slow burn story that unraveled through discovery, with environments shrouded in darkness, enemies pulled straight from a fever dream,
yeah,
ambience filling the air with isolated dread, making for a golden combination.
I like this game. It's just the combat's a little bit annoying in the tank controls. And like a big old street festival many blocks wide. That's dope.
Silent Hill became a powerhouse.
Imagine Halloween in New York, though.
Caused by the limitations of the time period.
Just homeless people.
And the 3 sequels that
just like homeless crack addicts, like coming at you with a knife, and it's like. Alright. Halloween in New York is like Silent Hill, where it's a wave defense game. So like all of the crack addicts come out of their alleyways on Halloween night, and you have to like defend your building from the crack addicts. It's like one of those you remember the Last Stand Flash games? The Last Stand Flash zombie Flash games? That's what Halloween. Yeah, the crack addicts come out of their alleyways to steal your candy, and you have to defend your apartment building from them.
Set a foundation that other game studios would follow for years to come. And even today,
ignore my dumbass bitch chat.
Inspiration from it.
What the fuck is that game?
The one we're going to talk about tonight was born 15 years ago and bears a premise centered.
Yeah, there are meth addicts here, usually around morning.
Question.
I have a couple spooky stories.
Are you afraid?
I am afraid. Like a story I have to tell. I remember I used to go to the gym with my friend, and we would do this thing where, so there's a gym in my apartment complex, and this was a while ago. This was like 7 years ago, but there was a gym in my apartment complex, and behind the gym there's a forest, with a couple trails leading through it, and we would sometimes, just for cardio and just to get our legs pumped up, we would just go and walk around the woods because, you know, we like doing that, you know? So we would go do that. And one time, we were exploring the woods, and we go back and we see this guy. He doesn't see us, but we see this guy. He has like a blue hoodie, hood up, like black pants and gloves, carrying a duffel bag into the woods. And we're like already halfway into the woods, kind of. So we're kind of on this part of the woods where it's like there's a path that leads through the trees that kind of opens up, and he's going further into the woods. And we see him like put the duffel bag on this stump and like start ruffling through it. And he has this giant duffel bag. And we both crouch down. We're like, what the fuck? And we just slowly turn around and walk away. No idea what he was doing. I have to be swift when I'm going to the gas station at night. That's fair. Dude, even I'm like I can be a pretty intimidating dude because like I have really broad shoulders. I have like a beard, you know. I'm not too tall, but I think I'm like 5'10", 5'11". I actually don't know my height that well. I should probably check it. But I think 5'10", 5'11", around that range. So I would consider myself to be a fairly intimidating dude, but even I'm fucking afraid of people, dude. I'm like, dude, even if I get stabbed, I'm gonna die, bro. I don't care if I'm bigger than you or smaller than you. If you have a knife, I'm fucked. You know? Funny story. Oh no, dude. Oh no.
Afraid of Monsters,
this kind of looks like Cry
of
Fear.
2007 Half-Life 1 mod created by Team Sykeskiller, the group who'd later go on to create the revered Cry of Fear and Resident Evil Blood.
They made as soon as I said it.
Led by Andreas Ronberg, also known as Rumpel, and James Marchant, the group took heavy inspiration from earlier survival horror titles like the aforementioned Silent Hill and Resident Evil. Throughout the game, you can see these ideas in action, as it carries a heavy focus on strategic timing and resource management, instilling much of these same fight-or-flight sensations we get from those that
oh shit. Dude, I hate that, like, ooh, that scares me. That fucking jerky animation it does.
Monsters is a dated title, built upon
that's terrifying.
That's pushing 24 years old.
That's terrifying, dude.
It gives it this special uniqueness, as the limitations that carried over from Half-Life, like the terrible flashlight and the
When I was walking to the gas station, there's this cute, nice dude just like sitting on the sidewalk by the gas station. Give him a nice high wave. Completely ignored me as anything too interesting to force a conversation to snag a light number. Sorry, ignored me as anything too interesting to force conversations to snag a light or a number, as most random dudes on the show does. But I go into the gas station and comes in a woman with wild long hair screaming that he mooned her. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. I didn't believe it until I went out to see his booty with the cops dragging him. So as you pass by, okay, okay. This is the POV. You're that guy. So you go as as you're passing by. He's like, "What's up? How you doing? Good. Okay. Peace. Bye." Like a pretty chill dude. As she's passing by, he goes, and he fucking moons the shit out of her. That's so fucking stupid, bro.
lack of a dedicated inventory.
Oh my god.
Is admittedly tense and horrifying.
What the fuck is that? Oh, dude, that's scary. Okay, that scared the shit out of me for a second. Okay, now it's less scary and it's more funny. When Mug holds a knife to her moon. Yeah, I just fucking mooned the shit out of her.
It's multifaceted.
Oh my god.
Uncover, depending on your actions in the later half of
Crack addicts just do shit.
There surprisingly is a lot to find.
And it's wild.
And tonight, I aim to bring you into that.
Imagine that's a new way of getting mugged. Yeah, they pull their ass out and just fucking say, "Give me your money."
If you'd like to play this for yourself,
not the butt.
And come back later.
It's like that episode of The Amazing World of Gumball where he has a spoon out and he's like, he tries to mug them with a spoon and they're like, "Oh no, a spoon!" Oh my god. Dude, there's something so eerie to me. Okay. I actually think there's an this kind of like medical kind of scientific lab looking corridors with bright lights, you know? You can really utilize these in horror even while the lights are still on. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's so because like, yeah, I'm still afraid of the dark. I've always been for my entire life. I still love horror though, but I'm afraid of the dark. But there's something even more terrifying about, like, when your lights are on, it's your safe space, right? You are in control when the lights are on because you know your surroundings. But then for that safety to be stripped away from you while the lights are still there, making you realize, fuck, even these can't save me. It's such a good and underutilized element of horror, in my opinion.
The game opens with camera shots around a hospital named Martin.
Sorry, I'm like really dorky about horror shit sometimes. I love it. I love it.
From the outset. Eventually, we see a man who will soon come to know as our main character, named David Leatherhoff.
They said that you're not scared. That you're not scared of the dark. You're just scared of something that's in the dark. Not necessarily, because the reason why a lot of people and humans in general are scared of it is the fear of the unknown. The darkness, to look into the darkness, is that fear that you don't know. Humanity at its core is curious and loves to know and feels safe at its core when we know that there is or is not something there. Like, But when the lights are off, it leaves everything ambiguous. That information, your information is stripped away from you. And that's what makes the dark truly scary, rather than you're scared of something being in the dark. It's more so that you're scared that you don't know. At least that's how it is for me. I'm scared that I can't see. I don't know. I was annoyed to have my stepfather come over for a while because he refuses to get vax or wear a mask, but I caved recently and let him replace my lights. I'm short, so I would have went a half a year with most of my apartment dark, living alone. But before, like, there around 2018, I was indeed scared of the dark. Yeah, I was just like, that's fair, by the way. Not having someone come to your house if they're not gonna wear a mask or vax, like, that's fair, honestly. I just don't know how to explain it. And as someone who loves horror, and I've ever since I was a kid, and this might be a byproduct of my ADHD, I have a very active imagination, and I know, to me, I have no problems with if you, like, are religious or spiritual. I'm personally not those things. I don't believe in ghosts. I'm an atheist. I don't really believe in religion. But that it's fine if you are. I want to say that. I don't mind. I'm not going to say anything. You know, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. If you found that stuff that you like and that works for you, your beliefs are your own. You know. But for me, I don't believe in those things. But even then, I know there's nothing in the dark. But even then, there's that irking feeling in the back of my brain telling me, what if there's someone waiting for you in the dark? Like, what if someone broke into your house and is just behind that shadow that you just barely can't see? And that's what terrifies me the most. My building is like 200 years old. If there ghosts were to exist, they'd definitely be here. Half a year, dark all the time, nada. Me just sitting here in the dark wishing. No. If I was telling chat, if I had a ghost friend, bro, I would be like, hey, yo, dab me up. We'd be like, hey, yo, and they wouldn't be trying to scare me. I'd bring some friends over. I'd be like, watch this, and I'd drop a cup of water, make it float, and then I'd be like, snap, and I'd be like, check your balls, and then their balls would be cut clean off, and they'd be like, what? Dude, if I had a ghost homie, I'd fuck with people, dude.
With an addiction to pills that have effectively consumed his life. The reason he's at Marco
oh my god
is to get help. However, bizarrely,
Sugoi has described me as the crazy girl who'd play with a Luigi board. He ain't wrong. I mean, you do you. Cut clean off like Manscaped. With Manscaped Razor, your balls will be clear as day. Or whatever. Whatever their ad reads are. Manscaped, sponsor me. Bite flip. JK. Unless.
I can't stop taking them.
That's a giant ass pill bottle. He's got a big ass pill bottle.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
David takes the pills, unable to resist.
Can you bark for me? Go the fuck to sleep, Jules. Go to sleep. I will never bark for you, Jules.
And immediately after, the stall opens, beckoning for us to
Hey,
enter.
yo.
And so we do.
The Stall of Doom. Me and the boys entering the Stall of Doom together. All of us. Every single one of us. Blushes. Blushes.
You can also see pills in the...
Wait. Fuck. I forgot it does that. My bad, chat. My bad. My bad. One day, you wish.
After the stall opens, beckoning for us to
You
enter.
wish.
And so
Jules
we
thinks
do.
she can make me bark for her. She thinks. No matter how hard you try, You shall not succeed. It's going to happen. No.
At this point, we're already a far cry from where we started. Surrounding us are foreboding.
Oh, no, bro.
large
This is just
trees,
your mom's
boxes,
house. This is
eyes,
Joe
and
Mama's house.
messages that make little to no sense at
This is
all.
just Joe Mama's
It's
house.
disorienting in a way. Yet the only thing we know to do are to follow the arrows.
What if you don't follow the
Eventually,
arrows?
we find another stall telling us to follow the red, and after this, we press the re-platforming section in complete darkness. I'll circle back to how
Platforming?
annoying this was later on, but let me just say that platforming in Half-Life are like McNuggets and, I don't know, fucking mayonnaise. They don't exactly mesh.
McNuggets and fucking mayonnaise. My friend panics about the idea of a Ouija board, and I'm just like, all my friends are online. I'm lonely. You gotta understand. And finally have someone
Escaping
watch
this
me play
sequence, we
Minecraft,
wake up
and they
back in
can't
Rockland,
leave.
realizing that since we took those pills,
You know,
we had passed out.
if
What
I had
we
a ghost tell me,
experiencing
I'd be
was
like,
nightmare.
hey, yo, check out this new
That's when
anime, bro.
controls during
And they'd be
platforming
like, shit,
sessions
I
so
mean, that's a
active.
cool
It was
anime,
something
bro.
like the mirrors displaying the same eye symbol we saw in our dream, and we have no idea how or why it's there. It seems like something's messing with us, but David has no inclination that anyone will. Moving on, we're given free rein to explore Markland, and since we were passed out for hours, the hospital seems to be closed with
Why is there a
literally
boarded
no
up
one
door
around.
in a hospital?
Upon checking out a few other rooms, we can notice various horror tropes begin to sink their little tendrils into us.
Oh,
Figures
dude,
pop out.
there was a man there. Oh no. Oh, there was a man. Oh, so scary.
In the corner of our eyes, movement can be heard down hallways. But
Dude,
it's
I love
distinct
this
enough
lighting
that
thing
we
I can
question
do
if
with
it's
my
the
model.
game
It's
or
so
if our
cool.
mind's playing tricks on us.
Hey, oh
Windows
my
begin
God.
to break
I'm frying
behind us,
chicken. Oh yeah.
and disturbing
know you
transformations
lied
of
to me, you
otherwise ordinary
nasty
locations
flesh
happen
bag.
with our back turned. Things are just off enough to know that something is wrong. It's almost like David's still in a nightmare.
Aww.
Anyway, after exploring the back room, the hospital. Let's
Oh.
talk about that real quick.
Liminal
Is
spaces.
something you may have heard of before? Is this like relatively unknown thing called the back rooms that
The back
Liminality
room.
is defined as places and things that are
I'd be the worst
unrelated to or
roommate to a
situated
ghost
at
in a
sensory
lie.
threshold.
I'd be alone again, sad.
What? You might find a feeling of
Nah,
liminality
I'd be
at
like,
grandma's
dab me
house
up.
when no one's home. At your local mall.
I'd be like, hey yo, haha, dab me up, haha, don't check my homework folder, haha, you already know, haha, you already know, haha, yeah, don't go in that folder, haha, you, haha, bite slip, haha, hey, you can live here rent free, haha, you can even use my Netflix. Just don't go in that folder, man. I'm out to get a priest. I'm not fucking joking.
that hasn't been updated since 1996 through pictures of an old cafeteria.
Why is it
And
all
maybe, if you're feeling
Sonic?
thirsty,
Put
Peach's
those
Castle in Mario 64
grippers
is by yourself
away.
and No one's around to help. Liminality can be
That's
anywhere,
so, dude.
represented by that uncanny feeling of something derelict that was once full of life, being left behind in the time period you remember it from. In the case of Afraid of Monsters, I'd like to say that this game is one big-ass liminal space, which just adds to how eerie it
That
comes
seems
off.
what it
The
feels
corridors, the streets, the sewers, the houses, all of them instill the same sense of unease, the nostalgic confusion
Yeah.
of this being a place that is not what could be, but is a reminder of the reality of what
Oh
once
my
was.
god.
In the world we're in, not a single other human being is present. We are, for all intents and purposes, stuck in this nightmare.
One day I will make a ghost my friends.
David doesn't know that.
You know, ghost friend seems kind of pog.
While exploring the hospital, David stumbles upon a mesh of electrified wires, forcing us to have to shut the power off to proceed. In our hunt for the breaker box, we encounter a
gun.
gun, which, if you know anything about horror
Or
games,
not, that's
isn't
okay,
a
I
very good thing.
understand.
Soon after, we finally find the power switch.
You know,
At
ghost
this
friends,
point, we're left with a decision.
if they don't want
We
to
can
be
take
your
the blue pill,
friend,
turning back and
they're
forever living within
losers.
this
They're loser
isolated
ghosts.
purgatory of nothingness. Or
honestly,
we
if
can
I
take
was
the
a
red
ghost,
pill
I'd be kind of
and flip
grumpy
that
after
switch
like the first
and
100
see
years.
just how far the rabbit hole goes.
If I can't play Vidya, I'm gonna be kind of bored. I just want to play Vidya. Dun, 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 dun,
At
dun,
this point,
dun,
the game
dun,
begins.
dun.
David's reality has officially warped
Oh,
into something
fuck.
so far gone, so far out of the realm of logic that he's faced with
Dude,
no other
that
choice
gives
but
me
to follow
chills.
onward. The previously
Just those
engaged
jerky
barren walls
motions.
are now overrun with twitching zombified doctors known as Twitchers and are all out on
The
one
the
mission:
jerking motion they do is just.
ensure David's death. And with just a measly knife and a few bullets,
Those
in the
friends are
handgun,
pug
the
though.
game shifts from exploration
There's one time
to
I met them
full-on
under the bed.
survival
Dude was.
Not only are you charged with
Hey.
managing your ammunition,
Yo, me meeting the ghost, and the ghost is like scaring me, and then I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And then it takes like a hit of a vape, and I go, I don't realize you were chill like that, bro. Dude, that guy was sick. That rabbit hole can be going far though, dude. Rabbit holes on Twitch, YouTube, they go deep. I figured out how to become a tech ghost, be the reason why people's key bindings keep getting corrected. Dude, you would. I'll be the fucking ghost that I would go onto someone's PC right before. You know how some people have those like helicopter parents that like check their search history? I'd like go onto their search history and just search up the most fucked up porn ever. Like the most fucked up shit. And I would be causing chaos. I'd be like as I do that
but
shit.
also the
What's
battles
up,
in the
Naga? How you
fight,
doing? How you
which
doing?
for new players can seem incredibly sparse, further adding to the already agonizing tension that the game throws at you. Furthermore, pills are your primary source of health replenishment, which, considering the nightmare sequence and the entire reason he's at
this is
Markman in the
spooky,
first
spooky
place,
scary.
is an interesting detail.
I really
What
need to
exactly
take
are
these
pills
pills.
doing to him? After finding numerous switches that unlock specific doors within this labyrinthian hospital, we eventually make
I'm in
our
and
way
out
through
and
the
out
basement
these
and out to the
days.
parking
It
garage
makes
in
sense,
hopes of
makes
finding
sense.
anyone that can help.
Oh!
If the hospital's overrun with monsters,
Wait, is that even a
surely
gato?
someone in the surrounding city streets can help. But once we make it out there, we realize that this optimism is unfounded.
Is that even a gato?
The monsters become worse, increasing their onslaught in greater numbers as David struggles to figure out what the fuck
But-
is going on here. He fights through the city streets.
If
and apartment
we become
buildings,
ghosts, we will be
unlocking
causing a
pathways
little bit
guiding
of
forward.
a little bit of mayhem.
Wheelchair
We do a
twitchers,
teeny,
one-eyed dogs,
do a little teeny bit of tomfoolery.
and even
We do a
invisible
little
fists
bit
that
of
are
mischief,
venom and
a little bit of
venom.
shenanigans, a little bit of trollage, as they might say.
David encounters a
Been
car
getting
which he's
busy.
using to
I'm getting
escape.
another college degree.
Strangely,
Holy
this
shit,
car
Naga. Let's
sequence
go.
is represented by yet
A
another
little bit of
scene
trolling.
involving him navigating through a maze, guided by street signs that will
Oh
lie to you.
god.
If he follows them blindly, he dies, which seems to allude to the notion that in this hellscape, he
Not
is
Ram
completely
Ranch.
lost.
Ram Ranch is my
He's
favorite.
escaping, sure. But where to? Not a goddamn clue.
Ram Ranch. 18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big hard throbbing cocks wanting to be sucked.
David's car crashes in the woods, and his hopeful escape is soured.
Okay.
With no other choice, he's left to wander once more to see what he can find. Anyone.
Dude, I actually... Okay.
The forest is one.
I feel like I would feel much safer. Ram Ranch? Ram Ranch. Oh no, Ram Ranch. Oh no. I feel like I would feel like much safer. Okay. I know this is kind of weird, but I feel like I'd feel much safer in like the woods alone than I would in like the city alone. If that makes sense. Like, if I was in a cabin in the woods alone, I feel like I would feel much safer.
One of the last areas of the game, containing numerous
Sounds
houses
like
and pathways,
you-
surrounded by
you-
complete darkness. It's here where David's truly put to the test, as inventory management, specifically when it comes to his flashlight battery, becomes the most important part of survival. If he runs out, it's complete darkness. Yet, if he
Oh,
endures,
that's
he'll
terrifying.
eventually find his way to a mansion full of invisible enemies, disturbing
Huh?
artwork, and bleeding rooms.
Invisible enemies?
Things are quickly becoming more senseless.
I just have a rule:
Is this
no
for
black
me?
mold, no asbestos.
Might as well keep going.
You know, that's a fair rule.
After escaping the mansion, David encounters a boat leading him to a house.
Boat?
By outward appearances, it seems like one of the more ordinary
Boat?
locations in the game. It's full of twitchers. However, when he encounters the bathroom, a bloodied message on the mirror tells him what he needs to do.
A boat? After that, I can stay the night anywhere, given proper Wi-Fi and snacks. Go down.
A fireplace in the mansion houses a sacred path.
Preferably high
And upon
protein.
entering it leads David into a reality so far gone.
Like energy
that it
bars?
makes
Are
sense
energy
that he
bars
is
high
towards the
protein?
point of no return. Blood covers the walls. A constant.
I guess it
heartbeat
would depend on
bumps
the
in
energy bar.
ambience. Hallucinations.
Some can
become
be.
more frequent,
Zombie with the
and the
cloaking
world around
device.
him becomes
That's the
increasingly
dumbest shit
twisted
you've
and
ever
blended
said,
into
Naga.
Something unrecognizable.
What's like a good source of protein? They usually have fat and carbs. That makes sense. Dude, I want to go to the gym again. I want to be a gym bro. I want you to be a gym bro
Going by the name of
himbo.
our save file, this location is apparently called heaven. However, it's clear that that's a lie.
Dude, this is totally
This
heaven.
is
What do you
hell.
mean?
The nightmare sequence
Well,
begins to blend
Monster
with
Mash
reality.
is high.
We can no longer discern if we are actually awake.
Bad,
We
you don't
navigate the red
need-
dots leading us to a caged
you
platform.
need carbs for muscle
One
gain.
last switch kicks off one
Ground
last
beef or
onslaught.
whatever you
And
decide.
after escaping, a beacon
based
of
on
light
recipe.
beckons from the distance. A light at the end of
I
the
know
tunnel.
a good source of
With
protein.
no
What's a
other
good
way to
source of
turn,
protein,
we
chat?
chase it as an ear-piercing ring
Ground
consumes
beef?
us. And then,
Lots of
almost there.
tomatoes. For protein bars, tomatoes. That noise. Did he just fucking kill people? The glue factory? Is glue high in protein? Also, spinach can
David
freeze
is a murderer.
it and mix it with
This
water in a
entire
bullet
time,
blender,
he's been
uses a smoothie
experiencing
for.
a
Oh yeah,
terrible
yeah.
trip,
It's
leading
spinach
him to
kind
a
of puggies.
murderous rampage with bodies littered throughout his house. The Twitchers,
What are
the
I?
beings we feared throughout our entire adventure, weren't monsters at all. It was people trying to help us, trying to stop us.
Dude, that's fucking
because they
crazy.
weren't the demons. It was us.
I know people don't like it's all
The
in the
original
head,
Afraid of
like
Monsters,
storytelling,
this was
but
the one and only ending.
I was talking about
Story about a
cum.
man caught up within his own mind, leading to the deaths of innocent
Dude, cum is high in
bystanders.
protein. Let's go, cum.
In the director's cut, they added 3 other endings that completely
But,
flipped this one on its head.
Luge
You
is
need a keen eye to
low
get
in
them,
protein,
however, as they require you to stray from the beaten path.
but also has zinc and copper. you mix it all
not really
together,
my type of thing, though. So I'm gonna just end the video.
Sodium. Like it all in one. You know, jack of all trades, master of none. Oh! Ew! Get that off my screen. I don't like that thing. Pills. Popping pills is all we know.
So, okay. In the city, there are alternate paths you can take, leading to areas previously closed off in the original playthrough. This
Oh, I
leads to
love it
later
when they
changes
open
in
up,
enemy
like, a shit
density and
ton of
placement, throwing you off guard
more
when
stuff.
you think you're ready for an enemy encounter. Once you
Like
make
in
it
the
to
next
end of the game,
playthrough?
you approach the tunnel as you did before. This time, you're able to get closer and closer to the light before the ending
Literally
sequence
white
plays out.
human
And
soy
once
sauce.
you finally do,
Less salt. What if cum tasted like soy? Enough of
Ending
it.
2 takes place inside of a police station. and
Fucking
largely appears to
Naga,
be an
dude.
extension of the first one. Here, David's undergoing interrogation about his killing spree. However, can't remember any of it. In Ending 3, it takes it even further, with the officer reading a newspaper about what he'd done. Given the
Wow.
existence of this paper, we can assume that David's been locked up for days.
Only one way
and
to.
never be released. Following this,
We're
keep
getting
going
very
on
off
a
track
routine
of the
checkup.
video, and it's
He
hilarious.
approaches David's cell and opens the porthole. However, inside,
Oh shit.
David killed himself. He couldn't live with the pain of knowing that he took so many lives while under the influence of something so destructive for him that he decided he would go too. Eerily,
Yes,
all of
anything
these
can
seem to
be
different portions of one
controlled
larger sequence of
mostly by
events.
slamming ketchup all over the place.
Ending 1, David's caught. Ending 2, he's being questioned.
I've seen a
Ending
woman do
3,
it with nachos, like,
He takes his own
oh, there
life.
was any cheese.
Some might consider this to be the
I
story.
mean, cheese covered
However, there is
nachos.
still one more that stands apart from the others.
It's really easy to make good nachos. All you need is a little bit of
Throughout the
cheese,
game,
pico de
you'll
gallo, and
find handwritten
jalapenos, and you're
notes
good.
Containing various letters and numbers. E, O, G.
Damn, you
F,
want
M,
some chips
I,
with that?
V, blank, R, and E. At first, it seems like nothing. However, given the in-game hints, we later realize that when arranged correctly, we get a phrase.
Forgive me.
Forgive me. This is our
Monka.
key to the end of the game.
Monka,
We're
monka.
given two distinct paths.
On a lot of things.
Taking this left one leads us
Keys
to a door
covered.
surrounded by numbers, and after entering this code, we're granted access to a new area officially called Hell.
There were chips, but they got devoured by a square block of nachos in that container. The whole container. Oh god. Bro, like 3 chips, the rest is just cheese.
Oh, this ain't that bad.
First of all, chips. Second of all, Psy for sure. Huh?
Here,
Confusion?
we're faced with a warped version of the reality we previously endured, yet with no monsters in sight. We follow the dots until we finally witness the reason.
Oh, 4 handfuls, then they
Place.
Jello
Not
at
because
the
of the demons
dude.
within
American
us,
nacho cheese is disgusting.
the demon within us.
It's actually vile.
This final fight is a one-on-one, all-out death match against our addiction, the thing destroying us this entire time. There's an interesting catch that if David stays to fight it with conventional weapons, he dies, and so he's left with no other option than to retreat to a room with a spear. Upon grabbing it, we realize that this is the only tool we're able to use against this monster, and so we relentlessly jab away at it while it takes the damage without so much of a flinch.
This is
David's
interesting.
addiction had become so strong that it overcame him.
I'm not a
leaving
huge
this
cheese
fight
fan,
as one of the most difficult in the game.
but I.
It tears
Yeah,
weapons out of its
heathen.
chest. The ones
Oh
you
no,
used
my
during your
demons are
journey to
after
this
me.
point. Electricity rains down, striking him, setting him ablaze. It's almost demonic. It's here where David either falters, gives in,
Like
and lets his
mixed
addiction
cottage
continue
cheese,
to
a
feed him,
spoonful of
or he
Italian
overpowers it for
dressing.
good.
That sounds kind of monka. I'm not gonna lie. Mixed with avocado. That sounds kind of monka-esque. I don't know about that one. I'm also not a big fan of avocado. It's delicious. Did he flatline? Oh! He's back!
And completely removed from every other ending, David wakes up at Markland. All along, the doctors were trying to help him after he passed out in the bathroom. All of this was nothing but a near-death experience.
Don't forget chili pepper, half a
I
teaspoon.
believe that
Okay,
this
chili
ending is the
chili
real
pepper
one,
seasoning
being
can
more
kind
mad
of
than
carry
the
some
other three.
shit.
The difference between him waking up and dying, however, depends on if you take the route of repentance. As we
Sorry
can
if my
recall,
model's being kind of
forgive me
weird. I'm
is the key
rocking
to the
back
good
and
ending,
forth.
and it's the only one.
I don't know
in which
why I
David
do it, but
confronts
I
the
do it
monster
sometimes.
plaguing his life. Had he not, then we get the other
Bro, I've
endings that
admitted
all result in
myself
death.
as a sussy person many times.
I may catch some.
We're
flack
all
here,
sussy
but
bakas.
I believe that these endings too.
We are all
taken place
sussy
while David's
bakas.
Still under at Markland. The death in the jail cell was symbolic, with the real-world parallel being that he
It ended up
flatlined
tasting
in
like
hospital bed.
guacamole,
I think
but
those
also
are the two
cheese
diverging
curds.
storylines at play here.
I don't really
and
like
it all
guac that
depends
much.
on the narrative that you decide to chase.
I'm like a texture-based eater though. I don't really care about flavor that much. But if the texture is bad, I will refuse.
Go out of your way to figure out what the fuck's going on and
Actually, oddly say so on my Twitch. I'm not
Find
lewd.
something
I just
somewhere.
make sus joke. I just make sus jokes. That's just kind of how I am. My sense of humor boils down to cum. What on R? You want to era?
Monsters is a game with a considerable amount of flaw left up to interpretation.
Alright, that was kind of bad.
And given that this mod released
For
in
my big
2007,
return,
I'm astonished how well it
Cody,
holds up
that was
today.
kind of bad.
The environments and soundscapes
Hopefully
are some
it's
of the
a
most
good
well-done
thing,
parts
good
of this
enough.
game, and immersion quickly grips you when you least expect it. To be honest, Team Sykes-Geller nailed it with the map design.
Oh,
Starting with
ayo?
something simple
No.
and recognizable. An ordinary hospital by
My
outward
great grandpa
appearances,
raised me to be a
harboring subtle
gentleman of a
hints owing
lady,
to the fact
but
that
not to have
something
his
isn't right.
sailor habits around
We
me.
anticipate
Why are we
someone,
boiling
anyone,
cum?
showing down.
To bathe in it. Bathe in the cum. Cum bath.
Within an agonizing
Bath cum.
silence.
I was just
Hospital,
raised
when
to
David's
be
exploring the city sewers,
nice
our
to
ears are
people.
filled with nothing but the sound of flowing sewage.
And then I became an
Ritual
asshole.
grooming,
And I
and
try
the
not to do
ambient
that anymore, but I
silence
can be
that we are
by
not alone
accident.
here.
Some.
The visuals
But I
of the
still try not
massive
to be an
open
asshole.
labyrinth drive home a sensation that larger, unforeseen monsters are stalking in the distance. Even though
Science
they aren't.
experiments? True.
In a random home deep within a forest that we are completely engulfed by, scouting for any
I'm guessing
trace
this
of
is
the
our
very scant amount
home.
of resources available to us, lest we
Our
find none,
our
leaving us
home.
entrenched in darkness.
Is better to
These
come in
homes are
to sink in
slivers
the
of
cum or
normalcy,
come in the sink?
a
It's
little
better to
bit
sink in the
by
cum.
that we're
Should I
unsure
play Elden Ring?
we'll
Yes,
ever
go play Elden
experience
Ring.
again.
What happens if you don't take any of the pill items throughout the game?
Deep within a mansion inhabited by beings otherworldly, David's mind
I'm
is at a
interested
point to
in
which he's
the-
questioning what's actually real.
Since even
He's
before
been
I was
taking
like,
pills throughout the
uh,
entire game.
although
What is
back
it doing to him?
then I
Disturbing
just
paintings
wanted to
littered
draw a
the
lot of
walls.
Neko Booba so much.
The attic is bleeding.
Now I'm older, I realize Neko
What
is
the fuck
it
is
is
even
very
real
common.
anymore?
The best sauce is the
It's
wholesome
stuck within
kind.
the hellscape that is our own mind. A world so far gone from reality as we understand it.
One day I'll do a hentai.
Alive.
If I
Screams fill our
I don't want
ears
to
as
like
anxiety
actually make
overwhelms
the
us.
bet, but maybe
We
one day
are
I'll do a
only for
hentai tag
purposes
tier list,
in too deep to turn back.
and maybe chat will learn my taste.
This game does this.
But today is
phenomenally,
not that day.
compounding with its limitations to create a unique, almost N64-like horror experience. Throughout the game, there's a lot that's left up to imagination, since the texturing and models are so rudimentary. To me, it adds to the
This looks
immersion
like an
that we
interesting
aren't ever
game.
really given a good look at any enemy in the game.
You already know your
mostly due to
taste,
the
you wish
in-game
you did.
lighting and the limitations from the
Little bit.
flashlight. This forces us to play much of
The
the
only
game
reason
in
I got
darkness
into
when we
voice stuff in the
otherwise
adult
wouldn't,
field is because
allowing
people
our
are
minds to fill in
comparing
the
it.
gaps for what we are
I was
unable
like,
to
you
discern.
know what? Fine, I'll collect that
But
bag
when
too.
we do decide to utilize it, the illumination is so
Did you just
bizarre
say
that
so?
it makes enemy encounters horrifying.
I kind of want to do. People say I should do voice acting, and I kind of want to, but I just don't know if I have the balls.
This atop a compelling, multifaceted story with solid enemy variety, intricately
This is an
crafted
interesting
environments,
game.
and an immersion factor that is impeccably done. Afraid of Monsters brings quite a bit to the table, considering it's a mod of a video game that was released in 1998. That is insane.
1998. You have the voice for it, but yeah, you gotta
Now, while Afraid of Monsters
garner your
shines in
ego
many
to push
aspects,
forward.
there
I
are
also
quite a
don't know
few
where I would even.
inconveniences that I
If
have,
someone was
partly
like,
because of design choices,
if someone
and
was like,
partly because of the archaic engine
gave me an
this game was built
opportunity
upon.
to voice
To
act,
preface
I would be
this,
like, okay.
I do not want to come off as cynical. I understand the game's age, and I know Cry
His
of Fear
face is
addresses
drumroll
most of
cum.
its video.
Bro, we love cum.
Do not get me wrong. This experience shines when it's at its best.
Can you
However,
VA
the
a
issues
bar?
I
Shut
have
the
with
fuck
it seem to begin
Volunteering
right when you
helps, or
start the
just
game.
reading scripts for goals? I do like doing that. I do have like the
One
ASMR
of the first
voice.
gameplay sequences you're introduced to is the
Eat
Nightmare,
that stuff up
which I
and
believe at first
recommend
is
you.
impeccably done.
Yeah, like I have
The
a
handheld
I post
environments set
clips
an
usually.
expectation that we're about to go down a rabbit hole of abstract
Like
weirdness.
someone clips me
However,
doing an
that
ASMR
never
voice thing.
materializes. Instead, we're immediately thrown down a toilet.
Maybe we'll do
forced
a
to endure
stream
frustratingly
where I
janky
just read some
platforming
funny
sequence that bears quite the learning curve. Once you finally get a rhythm down on how to stay atop the narrow-ass path that your character default sprints across, the game then decides to throw some last-minute surprises your way.
Bro, we do be loving. Come, let's go.
It is maddening.
Welcome
having
to the
deal with
cum
something
zone.
that really has
Only
to be
come
done.
inside anime girl.
Isn't a very common
Whip
occurrence,
clit,
but
double
anytime you
jointed
have to
pussy,
platform, you're left
fresh
at the mercy
ball.
of the Half-Life 1
Oh,
mechanics.
yeah. Ejaculation.
Another issue I ran into is
First,
something
the
subjective
kiss.
and honestly
Then
kind of silly.
the
but
cum.
from a new player's perspective,
My
it
dick
was a little
is in
frustrating.
love with pain.
For starters, this game has
Oh,
no
this
map,
is
which I
interesting.
can't fault the devs
Welcome in
for, as it's built on an engine
Arr,
that doesn't have one.
arr,
On top
arr.
of this, the game has a
We
massive
could do
focus on
ad-libs. What
resource
is an
management
ad-lib?
that becomes
I've heard
completely
of it
unforgiving
before,
once you
but
shut the power
my
off from
Papega
Lockwood.
chat.
If you do not check
The
every
reporter
single
voice
room
was actually
available to you,
really, really
even
good.
behind any
You
batteries
get bored of
or
that
ammo
for a
before you hit that
documentary.
switch, you're fucked without a guide. And even
I,
then, you'll be navigating
I can
in
do a
complete
lot of-
darkness if you're out of battery,
I can
while
do
you
a
wait
lot
for it
of
to gradually
different
charge
voices.
up to a menial 5%. If you become stuck
Particularly
in a
like
situation,
deeper
you're
men
effectively
voices,
left to
I
either struggle through
excel
it
in.
or restart a new game to check.
I used to
every
do
single room
Ryan
to be
Hart
sure
impressions
you
all
don't
the
miss
time when I
anything.
played Overwatch back in the day. Like Overwatch 1, I would play Ryan Hart and I would do Ryan Hart impressions.
The lock seems to be jammed. It's not gonna open.
The lock seems to be jammed. It's not gonna open. The lock
The lock
seems to be jammed.
It's
Not gonna open.
The lock seems to be jammed.
The lock seems to, the lock door's locked. The lock seems to be, the lock seems to be jammed. It's not gonna open.
It's not going to open.
I draw a lot and listen to
This
things in the
problem lessens
background,
later on.
but the one thing I hate is when you
Brooklyn Hospital, you'll be
don't
hearing
learn
that quite a
anything
bit.
because
It's not gonna open.
they muttered or were
Let's
too
talk enemy
boring.
density. This really
You just
became apparent
pronounce
in the
it
later
like
portion of the city,
R,
in which I was
R.
tasked with
Okay,
flipping
so you're
4
R.
switches to open a gate. Here, about 20
When I-
sprinting twitchers
what the
bombard
fuck?
you, and if you don't have any ammo or battery left, like I had, this section is considerably harder than it otherwise would be. This left
Jesus
me having to pick
Christ.
them off one by one from this hallway as I
Um,
quick saved after each one, but god damn it. I really wish there was a way
I
to
don't remember what I
stockpile
was gonna
pills, as I
say.
believe it could have helped a
I'm
bit.
Papega.
Either that, or at the very least, respawning with more than 4 HP. Like, god damn, that's one hit. Give me a break. Much of this same issue came during the car nightmare sequence.
Actual
on the
skill
roadsides.
issue?
Once again,
Skill
I was
issue?
left with next to no health, no ammo, and hardly any battery, leaving me to power through these enemies using just melee. To
A
add
skill
insult to
issue?
injury, the
Next-
road signs
next
misguide
to
you.
a skill
and
issue?
down these hallways, you can
Yeah, I
easily
always
see
try and be
close in
as
distance.
entertaining as
However,
I
if you
can.
approach them like a fucking pleb.
Write stories or get Reddit for people to submit their stories with permission and credit them on YouTube. That's another way. Ooh. So, do I question the jar? You can change what we put in the... totally not a cum jar.
This is painstakingly frustrating.
Chat, it's totally not an...
story-driven
It's
experience.
totally not a cum jar.
Aside from that, being undersupplied in critical
It's kind of
scenarios, the annoying
how
platforming,
Corpse
and being
got
left in complete
recognized. He had the
darkness if
voice
you
for
don't scavenge every corner of the
reading,
map.
so more people... Yeah,
Afraid of Monsters is a highly respectable
I used to
gold
listen to
spot that
Corpse
still
before
runs
he
up
got
this day.
popular. I used
It's
to
got a
listen to
hell of
him
a
when he
lot to
read
offer.
creepypastas
Hidden
all day.
secrets, numerous endings,
Just assumed,
gameplay beats, when you're properly stocked up, is
captured the
actually
drip.
really engaging. On top of that,
The coin,
the immersion you
yeah,
get
coin,
is fantastic given
totally,
the time of its
totally, coin.
release. And even with the limitations
And
of the engine it was
finally,
built upon,
someone
I
big
do
like
recommend that
Pewds
you give
did.
this game
I
a
miss
run.
his creepypasta
The
saying.
environments are fleshed out. The map design keeps you engaged.
Maybe I'll do
Exploration is
like
always
short
encouraged,
readings that
and
chat
if
one.
you're up for a challenge, the game does not hold back on rewarding you for
All right,
discovering.
Kevin, you can DM me what you want to put in the jar. Put it in
Afraid
the
of
jar.
monsters walked, so Cry of Fear could run. And if you're wondering
Yeah.
why the hell I talked about this tonight, it's because I'm paving the path for further analytical horror retrospectives much like this one. This game has an incredible sequel with a story even deeper than what we discussed tonight.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
if you're
believable,
into that,
true.
I'd love
Put
for you to stick
me in
around
the
for these
jar.
passion projects that
All
I
right,
am
can you
thrilled
send me
to
your
bring to the
profile
table.
picture and I'll put you in the
Thank
jar.
you all for being here on this new venture of mine. Seriously, it truly means the world to me, and
Yeah, go subscribe to Nexpo and Nexpo After Dark. Amazing video. I'll put the link in chat actually. And I'll put the link to the last video. But where was it? I don't remember the last. Fuck. Coin jar. Sorry, yeah. Kevin's going in the coin jar. Kevin's going in the coin jar. Anyways, what are we going? Let's see.
Check it, check it.